filming?
Yeah, I'm filming.
On today's show, we've got Stephen.
Wait.
Stephen!
Sit next to you, it might be easier.
Yeah, why don't you just have a chat?
Oh, I'm pointing already as well. Stephen, what's your question?
I'm trying to put on weight rather than lose weight. So I'm trying to eat more, but I also am conscious of just eating crap.
You're not sweating, right? As in you sweat a lot.
Constantly.
So how do I put on good weight?
Cool, so, good question, Stephen. So Stephen is looking to bulk, is the phrase that people use, basically trying to gain muscle. Common kind of worries when people are trying to do that is worried about gaining fat, worried about eating too much food. People often freak out when they're trying to gain muscle as well in case they miss training because they're eating so much food and stuff like that. Gaining quality muscle is hard. So as a guide, you as a man, as a male, Stephen, you need to be eating between 17 to 21 times your body weight in pounds in calories. That makes sense? So 17, say for a starting point, 17 times your body weight in pounds is your starting calories for your bulk. When you're trying to bulk, protein isn't as important as when you're trying to lose weight, which sounds almost the opposite of what most people think. The reason for that is when you're trying to lose weight, protein is super important because we need to maintain as much muscle as we can, and having higher protein is going to help us keep muscle, but we're going to be eating so much food anyway, we're not going to be losing muscle. So protein, I'd say eat 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. Make the rest up in carbs and fats however you prefer. So if you know that you prefer carbs over fatty, so high carbohydrate foods over fatty foods, so for instance you're more of a bread, rice, pasta rather than a cheese, nuts kind of person, then have high carbohydrates to hit those calories. If you prefer fatty foods, then increase your fats, but still have a balance of the two. Other than that, in terms of psychological, so that's like the starting point of how much to eat. In terms of training, obviously we just need to make sure that you're doing plenty of strength training to build muscle, plenty of time under tension with weights, plenty of volume. But having said that, we don't want to be ever doing like multiple sessions a day or anything like that, because the goal is to increase muscle through training, but not burn so many calories that we're like counteracting what we're trying to do. So,
I've got another question on that.
Go on.
Should I cut down on the amount of aerobic kind of exercise I'm doing?
So what are you doing in a minute?
I'm doing like 3 or 4 sessions a week.
Oh no, so are you doing anything outside of that?
No.
No, that's fine. I'd say if you would only gave a shit about just building muscle and didn't care about performance, taking part in classes, and you were literally, say you were doing this as a bodybuilder, and you were a bodybuilder trying to bulk, then yes, don't do anything aerobic, just do weights. But from what I know of you, you don't want to be a bodybuilder. You still want to be healthy and fit and all that side of it as well. So get in here 3 or 4 times a week if you've got the time. So I know you're hanging about after a class now. I know you want to work on skills and things like that, but maybe just do some extra strength work instead, because that's going to help build muscle. So maybe get a bar on your back and do some extra squats, some more pressing, some bench, whatever. So that's what I'd spend my time doing. Like I said, if you were strictly just trying to gain size and be like a bodybuilder or someone who only cares about the way the body looks and nothing else, then yeah, I'd say just strength train 5 times a week or bodybuilding type style training. But the training you're doing here 3 to 4 times a week, you're getting a good mix of strength training, you're staying healthy with your aerobic stuff anyway, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. But yeah, you just need to make sure plenty of strength work, plenty of time under a barbell or weights, resistance training, and eating enough food. Eating that amount of food will become tough. One of the hardest things that people find when they're trying to gain weight is accepting the fact that they're going to have to eat some shit. I was speaking to the guys earlier about it, and trying to gain weight while sticking to clean foods, so like fruit, veg, fresh meat, is really fucking hard because the sheer volume of clean foods that you'd have to eat is just enormous. So the way I explained it was 500 calories of clean foods might be a plateful of meat, veg, that kind of stuff, whereas if you're trying to bulk, a Snickers is going to do the same job, but not fill you up as much and give you more space later on to carry on eating more food. So you're going to have to eat some foods. Pardon?
I'd be great at bulking. Like, I'd be so good at it. Like, I can smash like 50 nugs in minutes.
A lot of people always say this, like, yeah, bulking, it's easy, just eat loads of food, but you've got to do it every day.
Yeah,
like,
easy.
It's not easy.
It's the exercise that I'd struggle with afterwards.
So you've got to
I'd just get really fat.
Yeah, so you have to have consistent exercise and eat plenty, like,
I want to bulk.
consistently. So it isn't easy, psychologically, it's not easy, and just that sheer amount of food, you're going to feel bloated some days, you're going to feel lethargic, you're going to feel sluggish, but it gets easier. What I recommend doing is slowly increasing calories over time, over the course of a few weeks, and then you'll probably have to keep on adjusting as you gain muscle. You'll have to carry on increasing your calories. So ease yourself into it, kind of set a baseline of calories to hit every single day, hit that for a week, see what happens. So I'd say weigh yourself every week. If you've not gained any weight, increase your calories. If you've lost weight, obviously increase your calories. If you've gained a couple of pounds, cool, just do it for another week. You don't need to change it. And just adjust weekly like that. So eat more food, up the intensity in the gym, mainly through resistance training, strength work, and just be prepared to be sat at your table at like 9 p.m. with 1,000 calories left, face full of food, hating life.
Smashing the nugs.
There you go.
What do you say?
Bye!
Stop doing